So have you asked yourself why? Because my thought is, until you actually understand why you're asking the question why, it's almost impossible for you to actually step into what you've been created to do. Funny thing is that most people live in insecurity, but they disguise it as something less than delusion, less than arrogancy, not actually identifying what it is that is separating you from life and living life abundantly. Because most people haven't asked that question, why? Because I know what it is to be from an insecure standpoint. I know what it is to seek after your validation from what a partner may say. It wasn't too long ago that I remember being in a bad relationship, trying to convince myself it was something that it wasn't, not realizing that I was trying to get my contentment from the wrong source. Because I feel like sometimes, most of the time, we live a false version of the life that we want in place. I never forget when I was a small young boy, looking at my dad and saying, man, I can't wait to be the type of communicator he is. But then struggling with that insecurity of, man, I can't believe how great a communicator he is. I don't think I'll ever be able to stack up half as good. Not realizing that validation that I was seeking was really something that, from a practical, wasn't healthy, because I hadn't yet retained contentment. I haven't yet understood it for what it was. What's awesome about that, though, is that through the last couple of years, really understanding that it's not about a platform, it's not about attaining a level of success, but it's actually about really identifying who you are. So in identifying who you are, you let go of a lot of disconnection that you have within yourself, because you actually step into what it means to be truly confident, what it means to actually be empathetic towards people, what it means to actually be humble. Because it wasn't that long ago that I remembered being in a position or a mindset that I had no business being into. But have you asked that question, why? Have you identified why it is that you're in that particular mindset that you are? Because I know that in our community group, Alphadocs, we want to enrich your thinking, enrich the way that you view the world. But the only way that can happen is if you reach the end of yourself. So you can see people in a higher position than yourself. So you could be in a point of impact. So that way you can actually do the greater good that you've been called to do. You see, it's so important that you don't see yourself as an insecure person, fearful and not able to take action. We've got a community group for you called Alphadocs. There's an email on the link below that we want you to click on. It's going to take you directly to provide you some information for a community that will actually strengthen the way that you believe, so you can actually live confidently, not self-righteousness, not in a place of delusion, not in a place of arrogancy, but in a place of real, true confidence. This is Alphadocs.